What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Big Apple Baseball Banter. Today, we'll just be discussing Jake Odorizzi signing, a couple injuries, which is depressing, and two rankings. Not one, but two. Let's banter. Come on.
Ooh.
I said let's banter a bit early, so I had to get a little filler in there, you know?
Yeah. Nice ad lib.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Big Apple Baseball Banter. Today, got a fun show for you guys. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I always mention what we're doing twice, but Ben, how are you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty good, and I'm glad you mentioned it twice. So then, one, we don't forget, and two, those who are watching definitely don't forget. It's a win-win for everyone.
When you start the show. Most people haven't gone to the stream yet, but the
Exactly.
intro is more for the people who watch afterwards. So, So, Ben, let them know about that Instagram account we always
that big.apple.baseball.banner Instagram.
We try to hype it up. We always try to hype it up, and yeah, that one.
Oh, that one's a good one. We break all. We don't talk about it. We break all the latest MLB news an hour late, but we get it out there, and that's what matters. Some of the highest quality content.
We're yet to break the Odorizzi news. I think we still. I don't think I've done it yet. So a week late.
Well, I mean, hey, better late than never. And the memes on that page are just spectacular.
Yeah, like sometimes we do like analysis, but it's kind of in a in like a comedic way.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we go on Instagram battles, like with the Valentine's Day. That was pretty epic.
Oh, I won.
Yeah.
Your ass is mine.
But the fact that you made the thing yourself, maybe. You know. So also, I want to plug something. I just got on Twitter recently because I'm like, yo, I need a Twitter account. So you can follow me at I have like no followers. So I gotta plug it. E Solomon Music. I'll be posting baseball related stuff there. I like retweeting like baseball things. You know, we saw the Mets today. Celebrate on the field. You see that shit? Do you see that?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, and I tweeted. I'm like this. Can't wait for this to happen in real life. So yeah.
You guys should also follow my Twitter at James Paxton Mustache Season.
That's you? Oh,
that's
you popped up in my recommended.
No way. Let's go.
Well, because I synced up my contacts. Here, let me follow you.
Well,
right. You got to change your name now because he's in Seattle, buddy.
Exactly. That's the funny part. Now he can have a mustache while pitching.
James Paxton. Oh, right. He couldn't before.
Yep. I want him to revert to the 80s
I'll
porn
follow
star.
You later. We should put our thingies in the StreamYard. Oh, hang on. Freaking goddamn air got disconnected. Hang on. All right. So let's get into some news, why don't we? You want to do that? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
One piece. Odo to Houston. Jake Odorizzi. And I only wrote Odo here because I forgot how to spell his name, and I just did it on the spot because I forgot to do the banners before we got here. He goes to Houston. First thing that I thought was, what the fuck are the Angels doing?
I swear to God.
He would have been a perfect guy to get. Like, again, wasting Mike Trout's career. This is literally like you know, in the NFL, you had Joe Thomas, the left tackle from the Browns, who was like the best like player at his position maybe ever, and I think had like one winning season with him. Like the dude signed a freaking mega contract because he believes in you and wants to stay with the Angels. Get him some fucking help, man. I mean, Odorizzi, he's not like the greatest pitcher in the world. He would have been perfect, and now he goes to a division rival, like
one that was on a bubble team too. So now their chances of making the wild card are even less.
Oh, they're not making the playoffs. I think they're gonna. I think
not anymore.
I don't want to give too much away with our predictions because we're gonna do a prediction episode before the season. I gotta plan it out. I think we might do it the week before the season. That could be cool to do it then, or we could do it sooner. Depends. I think Angels are a fourth place team. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to say that, but I mean, you need some pitching, and who the fuck do they have?
I think Seattle's better than them. Mariners? Wow. Okay. Dang. Yep. Okay. I think the Angels are
also
a bit
it's the
better
Angels.
Than Mariners.
They always suck. Like
no, they're always
it's
super
the
mediocre.
Mariners aren't. I know. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I like every free agent signing they ever have is like an absolute disaster. Like Josh Hamilton and Albert Pujols and like so like. Yeah, fuck the Angels, man. Trevor Plouffe said it best. Did you see what he said on
No.
He was like, he said on Talking Baseball, he said you go to Mike Trout's baseball reference page, it's porn. He's like,
yeah, it's so true.
It's porn.
It's so true.
It's like,
Such
it's
eye
insane.
candy.
It's so good, man. But anyways, guys, pinned link in the chat. Come join the stream. Come call in. Come comment. We didn't really get many last time, and I cried myself to sleep. So make sure that doesn't happen
myself
again.
As well.
So I think it was the Hayden effect because Hayden's always like the first person in here. He's always like the first guy to call in. So the fact that he called in for like the whole time means like we didn't get any like additional callers. I don't know, but
Hayden
not
effect.
much news going on. It's all football news right now. Like Ben's Buffalo. It's funny when news broke. I was in a Zoom or not in a Zoom class, like a virtual class with like a like with a chat and whatnot, and there's a Bills. I broke the news, and me and this other Jets fan were like, he was the Bills fan in the class, like, oh, Jets suck, because I'm a Jets fan. So I was just like, oh, we just kept asking how many Super Bowls do you guys have? And he's like, well, Super Bowls don't mean everything. I'm like, yeah, I know ours was like 50 years ago.
Wait. Hold the phone right there. You're basically like a Yankee fan saying 27 rings when you say that.
Well, no, if you're gonna, I mean, we suck right now, so we gotta say something. I mean, I'm not saying we're good because we've won a Super Bowl. I'm just saying we've won a Super Bowl, the Bills haven't.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's basically, comparing number of championships over the history of each team, which is comparable to saying the Yankees are better
Yankee
than the
fans
Red Sox.
say that our team's good right now because we have 27 rings. Like they take it to a whole new level.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
Also,
I actually have never heard it. No, I have, but like I've heard it much less than I think it is advertised. Because personally, I've never said it. I mean, it's like forbidden words to me. I mean, if I say that, then I might as well just cry myself to sleep because then I'm just very, very ignorant and stupid. But
also,
I just haven't heard it too often, to be completely honest.
I found the worst Instagram account of all time yesterday.
Oh no.
Who are where? Oh, what am I wearing? Ladies and gentlemen, the future NL MVP Pete Alonso, baby. Woo! Guaranteed to have a time. So yeah, Pete Alonso. He's on the back.
Can we please talk about the fact that Rob Manfred not only had a fucking stroke trying to say what are you wearing or who are you wearing, but he also had a stroke whilst writing a comment on our last stream. I forgot what it was, but it was some just completely random paragraph.
Oh, that was like a few streams. That was like the one when we had like 13, like we had a shit ton of viewers in at a time.
Yeah, like what is going on?
When the chat was going crazy.
No, it was after that.
Pete Alonso was daddy.
It was after that. It was our most recent one. He commented on the YouTube video, not the actual stream itself. He had another like huge stroke. So I think we got to get Robbie in facilitated care.
Screw you, Yankees fan, Cody.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh man.
Side of ketchup.
Let me find. Oh, he's gone now. Rob Manfred, can you call in, man? We need to talk to you. But
that's facts.
So hang on. What was it? The last podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it doesn't have any comments. It might be the one before that. The fantasy part that doesn't have any comments.
I could have sworn I saw it yesterday. The comment itself was from like 2 days ago.
Awesome one. No, that was just that one has 90 views. That's dope.
Shit.
But oh, he said okay. I think he might call in. Yo, pinned link in the chat, my man. But dude, what was I gonna say? Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, remember, the Instagram account? I've never how do I join? All right, man. So also, if anyone else wants to, there's on StreamYard right here. There's a link. You click that, you type in your name, and then you get put into a queue, and then we can add you to the show. It's not like you go on, you're immediately joined, or like you don't get in, so you hang up. No. You go in and you're put in a queue, and then we'll get you on the show when we're ready. So I want to talk about, and then also before you get on, you can watch the show from StreamYard. Also, and yeah. So Ben, the MLB account, it does the awful lists.
Oh,
we've never name dropped him, but at this point, I'm done trying to be nice. The MLB Throne. All right. Here's top 10 players in baseball. Okay.
Just players.
Freddie Freeman 10.
Okay.
Actually, is my number 10. Jacob deGrom 9. Way too low.
Okay.
Way too low.
He's low.
Maybe not way too low, but when okay, but all right, you know who number 8 is?
Tyler Flowers.
Chris
what
Sale.
the fuck?
Tyler Flowers. Yep. Chris Sale. Yep. Number 7, Anthony Rendon. Number 6, Juan Soto. A little low, but fair. 5, Alex Bregman. No.
Oh my god.
4, Kristen Yelts. Good spot. This is the worst one. This is not as bad as Chris Sale. 3, Aaron Judge.
Chris Sale at number 8 angers me more than Aaron Judge at 3, but they both anger me terribly.
And then number 2 is Mookie Betts. He didn't have okay, sounds moist. Be right back. All right, thanks, man. This sounds moist. That's great. Yeah, his top 10 pitchers is Chris Sale's number 1, and it's from 2018. It's from 2018 and on. So what you're telling me is Chris Sale is better than Jacob deGrom, who had the best pitching season.
Yeah, this includes Jacob deGrom's 2018. He had
the best pitching season of the century. I know that sounds crazy. It's true.
It's true.
It's up there. It's up there. If not, it is true. Best pitching season of the century. Win-loss record, my ass.
Yeah, the team was sucks. Nobody cares.
A disaster back then. Also, that team sucked at defense too. You had like Asdrubal Cabrera, Jose Bautista out there, so he's got no help even on the defensive side. 2019 won the Cy Young again. Chris Sale was terrible, and he was hurt at the end of the year.
And what was it? 4.4 or 4.5 ERA? Yeah. I'm pretty sure 4.4. Yeah.
You know what? You probably like these kids because all these. So also, there's an account called Debunking Draftneck Mark. Which,
I've seen that. Yeah.
And like he had like the catcher comparison about how Austin Hedges is better than James McCann, and then they only put up the like most random ass advanced stats in the world that like only benefit one side, and they'll put a couple in there. They're like, so it's all like these random ass stats, like how often you eat peanut butter and jelly before the game, XPB and J.
XPB and J. Stats. Expected amount of PB and J.
Number of games you eat PB and J. Boom. A Tyler Flowers is better XPB and J than JT Realmuto. So number 1 catcher, XPB.
It's decided.
Exactly. But
the old XPBJ.
Right, so I'm just so sick of this fucking idiots ranking all these advanced stat nerds who what the king of advanced stats, Mets fan, the YouTube, he redeemed himself on a stream. He said that James McCann has shut him up defensively. His defense be looking good. Do you want to? Let's talk some spring training. Why don't we? So, is there anything notable at spring training that for the Yankees?
I'm pretty sure Gio Urshela is still hitless. That's kind of notable. DJ
don't be worried.
Yeah,
people are worried Francisco Lindor was like 0 for 8 or whatnot. I mean, when you think about this, a lot of hitters hit their best third time through the order, like their third at bat.
Yep,
you only hit twice or once or twice usually. Mm-hmm. So think about it. And like you're still getting comfortable. It's a new team. I think Lindor is going to be great. I think there's going to be a slight adjustment period at the beginning of the year just because he's never played in this division. Also, I read something about Lindor admitted that in Cleveland last year he didn't really try 100% because he was sick of them, and they just he wanted to stay there. And you listen to Lindor talk about Cleveland. He's like, he wants to represent Cleveland in a way. And he's like that. Yeah, I'm like, they don't want to pay me. They just want to trade me. And they wait till the last second to trade him. So, I mean, why would you play so hard when, you're
going to get traded anyway? Yeah, exactly.
Your mind is on where am I going to be there? Am I going to be on the Mets? Am I going to be the Yankees? Like, contract extension coming up too. So, so I think Lindor is going to be fine. But, I think the most awesome thing is Ronnie Mauricio has been playing really well recently. The thing with Mauricio that's interesting, he's one of the top prospects who's more about potential and kind of physical traits and hasn't really put up the success in the minor leagues. Dude, he's playing pretty well.
Nice.
And he's not going to make the big league club. The kid's 19 years old, but I mean, if he has a good year in Double A this year, September, call it maybe. Honestly,
maybe
put him and he can be like your third baseman for the future. You don't know how if JD Davis's defense doesn't improve. On the line, but shit, they just left. They weren't connected yet, but I think they'll join again. If it wasn't working for you, just call back in. You have to. What's up?
You just cut out for a good 30 seconds straight, and all I heard was just constant robot noises.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I heard.
Are you serious?
I heard caller.
What was the last thing I said?
Caller on the line.
Okay, so it said device wasn't connected. We can hear me now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it just said device wasn't connected. So I tried to explain how you call in. If it doesn't work, just call back in, and you have to set if you're on a computer, you have multiple different cameras or mics or whatnot. Just call. If you don't want to call, it didn't work, just call back in and get you on the show. So,
all right,
Ben, let's talk some unfortunate news. We got some injuries to talk about. Zach Britton, pretty unfortunate.
He was. I
was kind of being a dickhead last night. I kind of.
He was probably the third best left-handed reliever in the game.
I mean,
if we're being completely honest, only Chapman and Hader are better.
Hader and
yeah.
Well, last year he might have been the best. I mean.
Oh yeah, last year overall
Chapman
he was
out a bit.
the best.
Oh, Rob Manfred's
except for maybe
on the
Pomerantz. Oh man.
Pomerantz, Diekman.
Oh yes, Diekman.
I hope my Wi-Fi connection isn't so shit right now. It's terrible, but I mean you're frozen right now. But I'm guessing that it's gonna work. But Elliot, how you doing, man? Oh wait, your mic's muted. Your mic's muted, man.
This guy played for the Braves in 2001.
Oh, nice. Elliot, you there? Your mic's
didn't
muted.
Get it.
Just there's a button to unmute. What? I didn't get it. What? What didn't I get?
Foolish baseball played for the Braves in 2001. Yep.
How so?
He just tweets about it all the time.
All right, let's just talk until he figures out how to unmute the mic.
All right, yep.
Because I can't unmute the guest. So, what's the here, guys?
Hello.
What's going on, man? How you doing? Is this Rob Manfred?
I think this is Rob Manfred. And he's muted again.
Oh, he's not. Yo, what's up, man? Yo, don't keep muting yourself, man. Okay, this is definitely a troll. Yeah, I mean, if you getting trolled is funny, at least here we'll put him back on. At least say something. Like we have beat 'em ups on the show.
What?
He said beat 'em up.
I thought he said you can something.
Maybe. I might have been here. I might have been tripping out with the earbuds. I mean, if you want to troll us, just
say something, man.
Say something at least. Don't just make noises. At least if you want to troll us, talking sentences, like beat 'em ups. He actually talks baseball though. I mean,
Beat
it's
'em
still
ups
fun.
does talk baseball.
So
yeah.
Elliot, last chance, man. Yeah, he knows his shit. He Dom Smith stats. All right. Last chance. Say something.
You must speak now.
Manfred.
I'm disappointed.
Robbie. All right, get out of here. Private chat.
Robbie.
Who, dude? Just ask us like if you're. Don't send in the
Anything.
private chat. Yeah, guys, don't send in the private chat. Just if you're calling in, call in, talk. Like that's the whole point. I'm not. If you want to type in the chat, unless it's like a freaking like if it's like a question, who's gonna win MVP? Type it in the regular chat. I don't know why I'm pissed off, but I mean we can't show private chats on the screen. But
yeah.
no, if you're gonna call in, don't waste our time. No, I'm not mad, but I mean,
pulling a little Don Garcia or whatever it is.
If you're gonna call in, then like actually like talk. Don't just make noises.
I mean, when you call someone, you don't like pick up the phone and go,
yeah.
Hello? He was using like what's it called? One of those like robot voices too, like one of the like a Siri automated voice. That's why I was laughing so hard at first because he was like, "Hello," but it wasn't actually.
It was like
him.
Google Voice. I gotta watch it back. Yeah, I gotta watch it back. But if anyone else wants to call it, Hayden, we need you, man. Then we save the show. But,
Sinking
Ben,
ship.
you're frozen, but I hope it's going through. You're frozen on my screen. But
I hear you.
No, it's fine. All right, so I got a question for you. What's the worst injury? Not worst injury. What team gets affected worse? Lugo or Britton?
Definitely Britton for the length of injury because he's going to be gone for a longer period of time than Lugo, and also Lugo is definitely
like. My thing with Lugo too is like the Mets have a worse bullpen than the Yankees, but still, I mean
that's where you can definitely see the like impact taking more of a impact on the Mets compared to the Yankees. However, I do think since the severity is much less for Lugo, and also this is probably going to decline Zach Britton's velocity a teeny bit at least. And he is a velocity-focused pitcher. He'll definitely have to rely more on his slider. Whereas with Lugo's injury, he's definitely a more spin rate-based kind of pitcher. Where with Tommy John, you don't necessarily lose spin rate nearly as much as you lose velocity. So I don't think Lugo is going to be as affected as much in the long run.
Well, he's not getting Tommy John.
Well, you know what I mean. Any like arm surgery
he's not
in
getting Tommy John.
general. Yeah.
Elbow. They're both elbow injuries, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Speaking of Tommy John, though, Forrest Whitley had to get it. Astros prospect. Sucks to see that. Sucks to see young guys get hurt in general, but yeah. Oh wait. Oh look, I can switch what side of the screen we're on. It's freaking trippy. But all right, last time. There we go. So
there we go. Epileptic seizures.
Let's get into, so we get another caller on the line. Let's get into our rankings, why don't we? So we're doing, since we don't have news to talk about and we've been rambling on, probably should have used our time more wisely. We're gonna do center field and left field first, and then we're doing center field. So let's get started. So left field, pretty weak position, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Especially with one moving to right field. Now, some of these players you might say, oh well, they play this position, they play that position. We want to get everyone ranked, every good player ranked in this series. So I think that you led off last time. So did you?
I think I did.
So
I'm not really sure.
Catcher, first base. I went second. Yeah. No, I went last time. You go first.
All right, cool.
You lead off.
My hat is looking shitty. Number 10 at left field, I am going Mr. Tommy Pham. Old man Pham. I'm not wearing this hat. It looks bad. Tommy Pham last year was kind of a disaster. 624 OPS and only a 312 slugging, where the reason why I still have him in the top 10 is previous success. He's only 33, and he was incredibly good in 2019, 2018, etc. he was still running fast, still had very above average defense, and his expected weighted on base average (XWOBA), one of my favorite advanced metrics, xWOBA, was
you like it better than XPB and J?
Not as much as XPB and J, obviously. Nothing beats XPB and J, but it's a close second, and it is just an all-around great stat to, really see power, like exit velocity mixed with plate discipline. And he has, despite poor numbers, he was actually above average in that category. So it would say that he is kind of unlucky. And so, yeah, that's what I have to say about Tommy Pham. Yes?
Guy calling in name is Floppy Tips. I guarantee you this is either beat 'em ups or crumb bum.
Oh, no.
Let's give it a go. Floppy Tips, what's going on, man?
Hey, guys. How you doing? How you doing?
What's up, Floppy Tips? How you doing, man?
Chilling. I figure I'll be vulnerable with you guys, and I know I have some floppy tips.
Good to know,
what
man.
What regard? And what do you mean by floppy tips?
I mean, like my breasts.
Ah, yes.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, so back to baseball. Floppy tips. Who do you think is
pancake juice on the wall and it comes down? That's what me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Who do you think's the best left fielder in baseball?
Bryce Harper.
He's a right fielder.
Yeah, he's a right fielder.
Left fielder.
Juan Soto.
Good
He's
try.
now a right
Almost
fielder.
there. He's now a right fielder, but in the past he was a left fielder. Yeah, so
but
close enough.
We got Kyle Schwarber, so close enough. He's a right fielder. He's a right fielder. Charlie Blackmon.
I mean, he sucks at defense, so I mean, he basically is a left fielder.
I mean, there's another guy.
Dominic Smith.
Ah, there we go. That's a
Who do you
good
say?
one. Dominic Smith.
Who do you say?
Dom Smith.
I like my boy Tom, but I mean, at left field, he's pretty bad. But you'll see where he's going to go.
He's on there.
What about center field? Who's the best center fielder in baseball? This one's more of less an opinion, more of a trivia question.
Yeah.
Trout.
Woo! Hey, there we go. Floppy tips. So, floppy tips. What's your favorite team again?
The Giants. I like the Giants.
Giants. Okay. All right. The San Francisco Baseball Giants. Cool. No, it's the Giants.
I know. He was a Yankee fan the first time. So did you
just
switch
wanted
your...
to go to the Yankees, probably so he doesn't go to the Dodgers. Because now you're going to have to face him.
Suck dick this year. Fuck him. Nobody.
I'll suck dick for them.
Their whole pitching staff is a joke. I should have better pitchers on my
It's not good, right? It's not good. They don't have freaking Kevin Gausman or Johnny Cueto or who else?
Johnny Cueto is not terrible.
They don't have Scott Kazmir, bitches.
Scott. Oh, you guys have Tyler Rogers.
Scott Kazmir, bitches. That's right. He's gonna stuff that fastball down your throat.
What do you think of Tyler Rogers?
Dude, I can see Hayden in the waiting room, and he's just laughing. Let me get him on. Hayden, what's up, man?
Oh, it's Hayden.
Oh, yo, what's going on, all? I came just in time.
Yeah, you just barely made it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna show your penis.
Oh yeah, sure. Hold up.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I'm not that dumb.
Video age restricted. Floppy tips. Who's winning the NL West this year?
The NL West. The Dodgers. The Dodgers.
All right. What about
second
place?
The Giants.
Nah.
He's not biased. Floppy tips knows his stuff, man. He's not biased.
I can tell.
You know, I like a good old titty.
What?
Tips, like,
what?
Anything else, man? Any last words for the boys?
What? No, I never got to.
Oh, ask him. Oh yeah, what are your thoughts on Tyler Rogers?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
No, Tyler Rogers, the sidearm submarine guy.
He
it's
is
like
not
Ben's
a
like
sidearmer. He is
no, he's
an
a submariner.
underarmer.
He's a sidewinder.
He's a submariner.
Underarmer.
Not a
Chad
fucking.
Bradford's brother.
Yeah. It's Taylor Rogers' brother.
Yeah.
I never heard of him. What team is he on?
He's on the Giants.
He's on the
Oh,
Giants.
fuck the Giants.
They're your team, man.
What do you think about Carlos Carrasco getting injured, that bum?
He's gonna be fine. It's just soreness.
I don't think he got injured.
Past.
I just
He's
think it
gonna be
was
fine.
basic like core tightness, which happened. I mean, that happens to like
It's
DeGrom, like
hurts.
every
It's not a
start.
big deal. Yeah, it's nothing big.
But you
It's
never know. He could get AIDS.
Yep, this is very
I
true.
definitely think he can. Yeah, from cancer, I think.
That's right.
No,
AIDS from having sex in the butt.
wait, who is? Who is having sex in the butt with Carrasco?
That's how you get AIDS, man.
No, I know
Yeah,
who's having it with Carrasco.
I know who would he
Is
be
it like?
doing it with? Who would he,
Is
who
it
would
the
he be
goat's
doing it
goat?
with?
James McCann really wanted to become a new man and everyone loved him, and so he just started plowing people.
Hey, well, James McCann is all about having a good relationship with his pitchers. James McCann's all about having a good
I
relationship.
mean,
with
that's a
pitchers.
pretty
You
good
never know.
relationship.
He's a giver, not a receiver.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what
All
you
right,
mean.
Floppy
He
Tips,
puts
thanks for
down the
calling in, my man.
signs.
All right, guys,
all right.
love
Floppy
you.
Tips. Please call again.
Yes.
I love you too, man. Please
Bye-bye.
call in again next time.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Oh shit. Hold up. What the fuck was that, man?
What did I walk
What
into?
happened? It used to be like baseball analysis when we did it on like Zoom and shit, and now we
Yeah, I
just
was looking at these chats and
and
I
ask
was like,
questions and listen to that shit.
I was
We can't
looking
say
at
no,
these
but we can't-
chats and then I hear this person and I was like, oh, who's this? And I'm like, oh god.
Floppy
Yeah,
tips.
it changes every time. You know when it's him though. I'm like floppy tips, like it's gotta
Yeah,
be him, man.
That's
Yeah.
So Hayden, what's going on, man?
How
Any thoughts?
how does it come up with that?
I don't know.
No, that's
Hayden,
not-
any new thoughts about anything baseball?
Well, yeah, I mean, he mentioned the Carrasco injury. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm
we
really
covered
not that concerned over it. I think like a lot of pitchers, get that towards spring training, the beginning of the season, especially Carrasco. He started spring training a little bit late, which, that's not the worst thing in the world. I could see the concern, as a Met fan, having Lugo get hurt and just prior experiences with Syndergaard. And I understand where everyone's coming from, but it's sore tightness in his arm. DeGrom got like that last opening day. All pitchers get like that opening day. I'm really not concerned. I could see the cancer concern, sure, and traveling with COVID, Okay, but what? Worst case, he'll come back April 15th, so he'll miss 2 games. It's not the end of the world. I mean, we have all, if it was like July, then I'd be panicking, but he's going to miss a week tops, and he'll probably be back before. They'll just need to acclimate him because he won't have as much spring training under his belt.
Yeah.
But I'm not concerned.
Even if him or one of our other pitchers goes down, I mean, we still have really good depth. We still got Lucchese.
Yeah, right.
We got
Yeah.
We don't have to go and
Yamamoto.
call Corey Oswalt and any of those bums. So, we have such depth. We can go to Yamamoto. We can go to Lucchese.
I mean, yeah, Corey Oswalt had a better year than Jordan Yamamoto last year. He didn't have a 20
my
ERA.
God.
Well, Yamamoto only played so many games. He only pitched so many innings that he couldn't get back to avenge himself. But, I like Yamamoto. He's young. He definitely has time to prove himself.
Upside, yeah.
I think just being a young prospect and just a young pitcher in general on a team with DeGrom. I know, like they were talking about with Matt Allen and DeGrom. Like, that's so great that a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, one of the best pitchers in baseball, can talk with a young guy and teach about gripping and mechanics and the physics of it. So I just think it's great, and I think these guys hopefully can learn something from him.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. Yeah, and I mean, I think Yamamoto can bounce back. I don't expect him to have much of a role this year, but I mean, it's a dart throw. You hope you get something, and I mean, why not?
He seems like a high 4 kind of ERA, maybe like a 4.6, 4.7 across maybe like 50, 60 innings, which I think is definitely a steal.
Yeah, anything better than 20. Gave up nothing. So yeah, why not? But hey, we were getting into our ranking list. We're doing left field and center field today. Who in your opinion is the best left fielder in baseball, and why is it Dom Smith? No, I'm just kidding.
Definitely not Dom Smith. I think from when we saw at Oracle Park or whatever the hell the Giant Stadium is called.
Oracle, yep.
Ahmed Rosario and Dom Smith. They didn't cooperate.
It happened twice, right?
What?
They've collided. I'm pretty sure they've collided twice.
They collided, yeah. Dom Smith is not a left fielder. I don't know. That's like the big reason why I wouldn't mind trading Smith away, because he has no natural position. I think just jumping off topic for 2 seconds and then I'll get back into this.
No. Don't trade him. DH is gonna come back.
No. But that's the thing, though. If the DH comes back, Pete Alonso said he doesn't want to be the DH. To quote him, I've worked too hard.
Yeah, exactly. Dom's DH. I would rather see Dom DH. I would rather see Dom DH than Pete, because they both suck at defending first base, but Pete's better than Dom.
No, Dom's good. Dom's
I checked the stats today. Dom is
I don't know how willing Rojas and the Mets, behind the scenes people are going to be with having Pete at first and Dom at DH. I thought it would be the other way around, and Pete, he's not going to budge, and they're going to have to work. So I think that's, if they can get Smith at DH, go for it. Just, I don't want Alonso at DH.
What's your problem with Alonso DHing?
Well, I don't know.
Have one day Alonso at DH. Have
specifically stated.
You don't want your superstar DHing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of like
in my opinion, like superstar DH, like
too much. I don't know.
Also, have you seen like the YouTube thing at first? Like it was like a mic'd up show with him. You take that away if he's DHing. So
that's true. That's a good point.
And I like that. That's a good way to expand the game. But to the question you asked before, who's the best left fielder? Let's take a look, because it's difficult, because all these guys, they rotate all throughout. So
it's so obvious in my opinion. But.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious.
I'd probably say it's some guy like Yelich, but they all rotate.
Yep. There's just two acceptable answers.
You asked me best. Hold up. Best left fielder. I don't know, because they all rotate, so they don't really have a natural.
Like a lot of times the best corner outfielder plays right field. That's
center. Where you said center field, right?
Well, yeah. Afterwards, center field. It's not an opinion.
Defensively, I would like to say Trout, but
defensively,
no. How much he's going to prove himself? His last couple. Last year was pretty bad defensively, but he's good. But
he's trolling.
Center field, I don't know. I still got to go Trout. I don't know.
No shit, it's Trout. Who the fuck else?
It would be who's the most
Nemo
from the Pirates.
Oh yes.
I'm kidding. I gave a random team.
McCutcheon?
No, Brian Reynolds, switch hitting legend.
He's not a
left field though. It would be Yelich. I was just making sure. Yeah, Yelich. Yeah,
because they signed JBJ. He's gonna be playing right or center and low King.
Looking at some left fielders. You got Yelich, Brantley, Eloy Jimenez. That's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
Jesse Bateman, Marcelo Zuna. Yeah, definitely throw him out there. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess center field has to be Trout.
You say that like it's just some sort of debate. It's not a question.
No. Okay, I'll rephrase. Center field is Trout. Left field is Yelich. Right field is Mookie.
There we go.
There we go.
Judge.
Aaron Judge, baby.
If Judge can stay healthy, then sure. But I just feel Mookie Betts has more of that. I don't think he's going to get injured.
Pizzazz, yeah. That durability.
And he also plays hard too, which for like a lot of guys who play so hard, you're not as durable. And which is the great thing about Mookie Betts. Super reliable.
Although,
last things?
Judge plays hard and he
Soto,
breaks his goddamn ribs.
Yeah. What do they call him? Like the childish Bambino or something? Is that what they call him? I want to say.
Oh,
yeah. Well, Soto doesn't have the glove though. That's the thing with him. And Mookie has like the best glove, one of the best gloves in baseball. So.
And Soto's young, so if he's doing this, I think it's that young core. You have Soto, Acuna. It's really all the NL East, which really. like pisses me off. But
Yeah. Conforto, Harper. Yeah.
no, I'm pretty
Conforto,
excited.
Harper,
We got the Marlins. So. Who does the Marlins have? We got
Marlins have,
center.
they had
The Corey Dickerson.
Louis Brinson.
they had a
Louis
Gold Glover,
Brinson.
right?
Oh, they had what's his name?
Isan Diaz? No,
not he's a second baseman. I thought they had Yeah, what's his name? Used to be on the Rays. Like, very just high batting average, but doesn't swings at every pitch imaginable. Lefty.
Who was
I'm blanking on his name. I'm not sure if I know he's been on. No, he's a first baseman.
Yeah, I know he also plays.
Aguilar?
No, Aguilar's a first baseman too.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot his name. He was an all-star too a couple years back.
Cooper, Anderson, Aguilar, Diaz. Google to the rescue.
Yep.
Dude, my Wi-Fi is so bad. I need to find
You said he was
these streams because I'm in a dead zone.
Oh, Starling Marte?
Well, yeah,
all right, their right fielder, Adam
He's-
Duvall. Adam Duvall. This year, it's Adam Duvall.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of last year.
Yeah, no, they just got him. Chaz Chisenholm, no. Miguel Rojas.
Sure.
Said he was John Birdie. I mean, you said he was a first baseman, so.
No, I was talking about the right field, left field.
Yep.
John Birdie's a second baseman.
They had Dickerson, and then
Dickerson, Corey Dickerson.
Oh.
That's who it was.
Oh no, he's our left fielder. Yeah, he was on the Phillies and the Pirates. But
When was he on the Marlins?
money, I don't know. But Hayden, thanks for calling in, man. And
What?
you know what to do.
Oh yes, thank you.
Ben, watch.
Oh, I'm watching very intensely.
No, but I'm glad we had that special intro, so we'll have to make it a great.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll get him. We'll get you on after him every time. Boom, there we go. All right, let's get back to these rankings, Ben. Before we were well interrupted, not bad, not rudely interrupted. It was a great interruption.
Oh my god, it was the greatest interruption.
All right, so you had Tommy Pham number 10. My thing with Tommy Pham, I don't think he's gonna be a starter this year. I mean, they signed the dude from Korea.
Kim, yeah.
And then that moves Cronenworth to left, unless Kim goes to the bench, which I wouldn't be surprised about. But
That's what I'm expecting.
He had a really bad year last year. He was close to me. He was like number 11 for me. So coming at number 10, I have David Peralta, the freight train from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Elite Glove has won Gold Gloves. Hayden, you got it, man. Has won Gold Gloves in the past. Last year, not the greatest year. He's not the highest OPS guy, but he's kind of the definition in my mind of a super solid player. He's never going to be the best player on your team, but he's been there for a pretty long time. Love me some David Peralta, the freight train coming in at number 10.
The freight train.
Number 9, who you got?
I got Lourdes Guriel Jr. of the Blue Jays coming in at number 9. He raked last year. Very young core, probably the most underrated of the 4 Blue Jays legacies. Yeah. I mean, maybe Kevin Biggio, but one of the two of them. Either way, he came in last year and had an OPS of 882 with slugged 534. That is just music to my ears. He raked all across. I mean, he did not walk too much, but it was the highest walk rate of his career, so it's on an upward trend. Hit the ball harder than ever and struck out at the lowest clip of his career, so he is definitely looking solid.
Ben says Robbie Hyde said the Mets should have went after you, Peralta. I mean, yeah, but it's not really fit. I mean, if he had a DH, then maybe, but if you had a DH, you'd get a true center fielder and then move Nimo over. But I mean, he said the Mets should get Jose Iglesias, and look what happened. We got Shore, baby. Let's freaking go. But
I don't know, man. Personally, I think I'd rather get Jose Iglesias, to be completely honest.
Having a good spring training. Look at some of those plays he's.
Oh my God, yeah. That diving play, on the infield grass, is quite possibly the greatest play I've ever seen. The bare hand.
Yeah, it's crazy. It sucks at spring training, so it doesn't count. But
yeah,
still. All right, coming at number 9, I got your boy Clint Frazier of the New York Yankees. Now, Clint Frazier, really good hitter, improved the glove drastically last year. Always been a really bad glove. And I just got great. Oh, God. I just got a notification that says Carrasco stops throwing.
Oh,
Uncertain to be ready to start the fucking season.
oh man. Floppy Tips was right, man.
All right. Lucchese, you better be ready, dude. Fuck, man. All right, he'll be fine. Nah, he's going to be fine. He's going to be
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Yeah. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
All right, coming at number 9. So Clint Frazier, really good year last year. Really cemented himself as the future left fielder for the New York Yankees. We had Peter Collin asked us our expectations. I think Clint Frazier, a good player to come. He came back from the Andrew Miller trade, which really benefited both. Obviously, series, and then obviously the Yankees get a stud player. He was kind of being held back by the amount of bodies they had in that outfield, but now that he learned how to field, real good. I'd pull up the stats, but I'm lazy, and you guys know how good he is. So Ben, number 9, who's coming at number 8 for you?
Number 8, I got Mr. Giant Alex Dickerson. Very underrated player in my opinion. Nice lefty. He had OPS of 947 last year, and has never had a bad season. In fact, he had an OPS over 800 in 2019 as well, and 2018. All 4 years, he just raked.
And he had like a 5 home run game, or like a 4 home run game.
It was like 3-4 home run game, something like that. He had a super long shot at Coors last year.
Always hurt though.
Yeah, that's what's really holding him down.
Always hurt though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that and he is horrendous at fielding
in the field.
If he could if he's in the 5th percentile of outs above average at left.
Speaking of horrendous at fielding, I had to hit the segue here. Number 8 for me, Dom Smith. Now, I freaking love Dom Smith. Dom Smith, one of my favorite players. I don't think last year was a fluke. If you guys know anything about Dom Smith, he had sleep apnea issues the seasons beforehand that really held him back. He got that fixed, improved his sleep. Huge. I think he's going to be a great hitter. He's not a left fielder there. My God. He's an elite first baseman left fielder. When you think about a first baseman playing left field, you think it's going to be a lot worse. Like if you had Prince Fielder out there or something. Just he's a big boy, man. I mean, for a first baseman, not that Dom's a pretty decent athlete. It's pretty ugly out there, but I don't give a shit. I need that bat in the lineup. His bat was so good last year, on pace for whatever Crumbum said last time about how many RBIs he was on pace for. Yeah, on pace for, he had a monster season. 900 OPS, led the National League in doubles, I believe.
Wow.
So, yeah, good stuff. Dom Smith. That's my number 8, and I had to hit the segue, so I had to cut you off talking about Alex Dickerson. But I think you got it all out.
Dude.
Ben, number 7 for you.
Number 7 is aforementioned my Yankee boy, Clint Ferraza. I love Clint Frazier. The reason why he beat out Alex Dickerson has better raw StatCast hitting stats, but he can't defend shit. Well, whereas we got Clint Frazier out here, well above average defender at left, and a finalist for the Gold Glove. I mean, he really proved himself in the field last year. Not to mention that he was in the top 10 in the AL, in MLB, in walk rate at 15.6%. That's incredible. Along with top 10 in weighted on base average at 393. So the advanced numbers love Clint Frazier defensively and offensively, and that is why he's my number 7. If we can see a full year from him like this again, he'll definitely make top 5, maybe even top 3.
Did you guys say Eloy yet? You'll have to wait and see.
Not.
No, we haven't said him yet.
I mean, we haven't, but I mean, Not necessarily yet. You don't know if he's on the list or not.
We haven't said anything about Eloy, but I mean, just have to wait and see. But coming in at number 7, I got the playoff god himself, Randy Rosarina. You know how many times you heard with a Randy Rosarina in the playoffs? Like a lot. Like, yeah. Like every time he came with that bat, I'm like, all right, home. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like I was like, yo, Dad, home run this time. And half the times I was right. Dude was unbelievable in the playoffs. Now you're probably like, oh, he's so good. Why is he number 7? I mean, he was a monster in the regular season. Tiny sample size. You know he's going to come down. The funniest thing is, he's still ranked as a prospect.
I know, that's crazy.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like the best postseason I've ever seen. Like he was like
all time greatest postseason ever.
Yeah, he was like the mad bum of hitting. For pure dominance, and also scored the game winner on the Brett Phillips walk off.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really screamed that much, like going, "Oh my god!" Am I that for Mets games and stuff, like because of happiness? But I mean, I was never that shocked in my life, dude. I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was watching my computer. My dad was watching downstairs on the TV, so there was delay. So I saw it first, and I ran down there right when it happened again. I'm like, "You're not gonna believe this," and he was like, "All right, cool." And it was like, "Oh my god!" And my dad's like, "Oh, poor Dodgers, man," because my dad was
for the poor Dodgers, boo hoo.
Because he said like, "Oh, they got screwed out of it with cheaters, and then they lost it again."
Yeah, you know how I feel.
But yeah,
we've had to go through that. Jesus.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to make the World Series though.
Rookie of the Year 2020. Hey man, if the Rays don't do their stupid bullshit and only playing him every other day, I mean, yeah. But I mean, Rays players typically don't get awards because of that reason. They don't get much play time. But yeah, he's a great candidate for Rookie of the Year because he still has his rookie status, which it's weird to think he does, but I mean, it's how the system works. So yeah, Randy Rosarina coming in at number 7. You got to pipe down your expectations a bit. Still, I think he's going to be a really good player. He's also a good defender too. So number 7, Randy Rosarina.
Well, what's really funny? Number 6 is also Randy Rosarina for me as well.
Okay.
Yeah. You covered him greatly. I just want to touch up on one more point that I didn't even know until I looked today. He was in the 93rd percentile in sprint speed. So not only, he's fast.
He's a big guy who can run. Yeah.
He can run very, very well. And I thought he was like above average, but not like elite. He's elite. So, he's a 5-tool player.
Team? You know who else also plays on his team?
3-2. Brasso sends one into left field. Gardner going back, and it is up and gone.
Yep. Mike Brasso does play on the Rays.
I gotta be able to learn it so I can mouth it, because I was like
I saw you.
So
whenever you play that, it's not the home run that comes into my mind. It's the 2-out liner that Gio hit that broke Joey Wendell's glove to end the ball game.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what comes into my mind.
Broke the ball too. Yeah.
Exactly. It broke the glove.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. So any last thoughts about Randy?
He was above average at fielding as well. So 5-tool.
Yep.
That's what I got to say.
All right. Number 6. You talked about him before. Lourdes Guriel Jr. Really great last year. Only thing I got to say is Blue Jays fans like him a little too much because my Blue Jays fan friend said, "Oh, I don't want Lindor because I don't want to have to give up Guriel."
Bruh.
I mean, you literally just move Biggio out to the outfield. Boom. I mean, Bichette to second. I'm like,
problem solved.
Yeah, you won't be sad anymore. But I mean, that'd be a better trade for the Indians because they desperately need outfield help. So, yeah. All right, number 6. Who you got number 5?
I'm just trying to pull up my StatCast. I took screen clips of it and I lost that one.
Yeah, I've been doing my analyst job bad. I haven't been backing anything up. I've been going off of like traits and stuff. But yeah.
Oh, you're good. You're being more personable than I am. I'm just spewing numbers all over the place.
I always say this: we're a good mix because you're the guy with the facts and I'm the guy with the opinions. Like you're the stat guy, you're the analytics guy. I'm the dickhead with the opinions and roast people and players.
I'm the I'm the dickhead that doesn't know how to make up his mind. All right. Well, wait, we're on 6, right?
5.
5. Yep, you right. Number 5 for me is Dom Smith. Ya boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, beating out Clint.
Okay. I'm so clipping this shit after the show.
All right, one more thing to say before I, rant about how good he is. He was the worst defender at left field overall. There was not a single player
Did he play last year? I mean, he barely played it last year outside of the inside the Parker. He was on an interview, like a dugout interview, and he was talking about like Andrew Stevenson. He's like, I don't really like him because last time there was a ball hit off of Jacob deGrom that went to left field and resulted in was me. So 5. Oof. Canna at 5.
Canna, I actually
That's
that's too high, and the reason I say that is because he's had one good year. Last year he wasn't too good. He hit for no power whatsoever, and his defense isn't necessarily like anything Gold Glove worthy. He was on the bubble for me, but I'd put him at 11, maybe 12th.
Yeah, that's where I'm putting him and Tommy Pham are my honorable mentions. But yeah, keep talking Don Smith, and I'll have the music ready to go.
All right. Well, he hit the ball harder. He hit the ball harder.
Go.
All right. He hit the ball harder than just about anyone in the league last year on a more consistent basis than anyone in the league last year. There's only about...
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
There was only one left fielder in the game who hit the ball harder on average than he did and barreled the ball more consistently than he did. Left fielders, I mean.
Well, he played left field last year, but
yeah, if we're counting Juan Soto, then
who was it? Who was it?
No spoilers.
Oh, that makes sense.
No spoilers.
Yeah, you spoiled, but I mean,
I said Osu. No spoilers.
Soon, no spoilers. All right, that's number 5 for you. Number 5. Oh, I gotta pull up my list. Hang on. All right, number 5. I got AJ Pollock of the LA Dodgers. Now, what is that too high for you?
Yeah, he wouldn't even be an honorable mention for me. Did I miss someone?
Yeah, he had a great year last year.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
132 OPS plus, 881 OPS, 566 slugging.
Sheesh.
The on-base percentage wasn't great, 314, 276 average, 16 home runs.
How did I miss this?
Because he wasn't very good the year before, and he's always hurt.
Yeah.
So 60 games. When he probably heard there's a 60-game season, like, oh, baby, I'm going to play a full year this year.
MVP season, baby.
And also, think about this, too. He's a former Gold Glove center fielder playing left field. His defense is going to be pretty deep. It's not anything like, it's not elite, but it's good. And, playing left field, he's going to get hurt less because he's got less room to cover. So, yeah, I just read off his stats. A 881 OPS is really good. And, part of that is playing stacked lineup, so you got a shit ton of protection, obviously. But the fact that he's like the 9 hitter or like the 8 hitter is just unfair. So yeah, AJ Pollock coming at number 5. You completely missed it. Let me guess, you're adding him to your top 10 now?
I'm actually gonna put him. I'm debating whether or not to put him at 10 or 11 right now. I don't know.
Alex Dickerson is better than him.
Yeah. Alex Dickerson had an OPS over 900 last year.
Yeah, AJ Pollock was close, and he's competent in the field.
Well, I mean, we also have to take into mind that
in the past too with Arizona.
Yeah, but that was a couple years, like quite a few years back. Whereas, what's his name? Who is that just saying? Alex Dickerson's been like really good for the last 4 straight, but just hasn't played played in many games, which is the same problem with Pollock. So I just think Dickerson's a better Pollock.
That's fair. I mean, Pollock used to be a center fielder though, so I mean, he's
Mhm.
never. He had a great glove and Gold Glove center fielder too, right? Yep, Gold Glove.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, AJ Pollock number 5. Who you got at number 4?
I got my boy Eloy. I love Eloy so much. Mr. Sideways Cap, Mr. Chains dripping everywhere. Mr. Steal Your Girl, baby. He's not very good looking though, which is unfortunate.
Decent looking guy.
I don't know, man. He's not bad looking. He's just not that good. Sorry, Eloy. Love the drip.
It's a freaking fashion show now.
Yeah. He hits the ball harder than anybody. I mean, I just said that with the last guy. Doesn't matter. His one problem is that he doesn't walk like whatsoever, and his defense is atrocious. 4. Ozuna at 4. All right. He can actually run though, which I thought was kind of surprising. I thought he was slow. No, he's above average, and he was also not a
Yeah.
Yeah, he was also a not a dead pull guy. He actually hit to all fields, which I thought was also very surprising.
Oh yeah.
So, just all around great hitter, like the next Frank Thomas of the White Sox to me. Because just can't really defend. No, are you kidding me?
I mean,
I think they're pretty similar.
The Big Hurt,
in a different position, but similar type of
best nickname. That's the best big nickname of all time. The Big Hurt.
Big
he put
Hurt,
a hurt
man.
in baseball, man.
Oh my God, yeah.
Marcell Ozuna at 4. Speaking of number 4, I got Eloy Jimenez at number 4.
Whoa!
Not I can say. Hang on, I just want to check his outs above average. Sideways hat looks great. So, StatCast fielding. He had he had a negative 3 outs above average. And in 2019, he had negative 12. So really good at the field. All right. Hear me out in Ozuna, though. If Ozuna still is a below average defensive left fielder, his bat makes up for everything. No. I think 4 is too low for him.
Same.
But coming at number 3, you got. I'm guessing we have the same list for the top 3.
I think I actually have someone else here, and I think there's someone in your top 3 that I did not include in my top 10. For the sole reason that I just don't think he's going to be good going forward. Whereas I think this guy, Jesse Winker, is going to be a beast for years to come.
You don't have Michael Brantley in here.
I do not have Michael Brantley in here.
Okay. Yeah, projections is something. But how about actually results?
Not projections, results. Results that gave influence projections. He was outstanding at not swinging and missing and not striking out. But other than that, he was slightly below average in every other major offensive category in terms of expected stats. Yes, he batted 300.
Stats does not mean that that's what you did. That's expected.
Exactly. So what he did bat 300. Now he shouldn't have bat. Yeah, no, I don't like. He shouldn't have bat 300. He got lucky.
Look my ass. If you have a good year, you have a good year. I don't care how you get it. He's been great in the past.
Well, wait a minute. Ernie Clement is 5 for 10 at spring training this year, which I'm very happy about.
That's spring training. That's a
no. Wait. I'm not talking about batting average here. I'm talking about a singular hit. The only hit that's on MLB Film Room is a curveball that he hit straight into the ground that got in between the third baseman and shortstop hole. It was not hit incredibly hard. It was not a line drive. However, it went through the hole because of a magical thing called luck. If he had hit it,
what was the defensive arrangement?
I'm not sure. It was but they weren't even near the ball. It was a hit no matter what. Like a Gold Glover was not going to stop it.
You hit it where they ain't.
Well, if you hit it right into the middle of the infielders, you can't expect to get a hit. I mean, going up the middle is much different than hitting it in the hole.
Batting 300 is not luck. It's rare to bat 300. 840 OPS is not luck, especially when you've been. If it was a 1-year wonder, like a fluke-ass year, like Jesse Winker, speaking of fluky year, or a 1 year, not fluky, but like a 1 year wonder. Well, she's not really a 1 year wonder, but I mean, yeah. Speaking of which, you're going ice cold at the end of the year. Yeah, top 3 left fielder.
Actually, I looked at his rolling stats. His last 100 plate appearances, even with his ice cold finish, he was still above average.
I know he was ice cold. His XPB
Ice
and J
cold.
was dog shit.
Well, his ex-Wobo was still above league average.
Ben.
No. How? This man hasn't played an inning in the field since 2017. Are you kidding me?
Miguel Andujar. This is where he gets his shot.
No.
Good thing they didn't trade him. Good thing they didn't trade him.
No.
Oh. Hayden says it's Cap.
All right. I'm looking it up though.
I haven't got a notification. We're gonna wait a bit though.
All right. I've notifications off.
Wait a sec. Hold up. Let me check my Twitter.
I just looked it up, Googled it. Yes, it does.
It takes a sec. Like when Cano got suspended, like I had to wait for a sec. Hold up. What's the name of the Yankee reporter?
Hoch.
How you spell that?
Hoch. I just looked it up on Google, and there's like no what's it called, reports so far. So I do believe it is in fact Cap.
You gotta wait a quick sec though.
Yeah, this is very true.
Oh wait, and look, I just logged into Twitter. The first clip I found was a Stanton home run. Did he get the bases?
No, he did. Oh no.
I mean, jogging the bases.
Oh my God. Did a fan throw back the ball and hit him again?
Hold up, let me watch.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna rant about the greatness of Jesse Winker because
I don't think he's a bad player, but he's not top 3. He's not better than Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley didn't hit the ball hard. He didn't consistently hit the ball hard. He shouldn't have bat 300. Jesse Winker should have. He didn't walk either, whereas Jesse Winker walked a fucking ton. And I'm a big Moneyball fan, and I love my walkie-talkies here. Jesse Winker hit the ball hard, super hard, had a higher expected batting average, despite not being a batting average even caliber player. Whereas Brantley is a batting average, like king. Yeah, he still had a lower expected batting average than Jesse Winker, whilst Jesse Winker struck out and swung and missed a shit ton more than he did, which just speaks volumes about the quality of contact that Brantley is making compared to the quality of contact Jesse Winker is making.
How about quality of results?
Jesse Winker was better last year.
Okay, last year. How about career-wise?
Career-wise, all right. Let's look at the standard stats. And all right, 2019, 830 OPS.
How many games did he play?
113.
Exactly.
His lowest OPS was an 830, and he had an 830.
I know. I definitely considered him for my list, but I mean, these 2020 1-year wonders.
This isn't a 1-year wonder. Are you kidding me?
No, not 1-year wonder. Next time I see guys break out in 2020, if I see guys break out in 2020, a short season, I got to see them have a better year. And Dom Smith is different because he showed a lot of potential the years before.
Then what's wrong with Jesse Winker? This man's played 300 career games. That's almost 2 full seasons.
Yeah, I mean, but also, me too. I need guys who stay healthy.
Okay.
That's
a fair argument. That's a fair argument.
We got to move on because we also got center field. This is the fun part of the channel, the banter part. All right, next time I see Bum Winker, I'm gonna wave to him and hope he gets ejected. Real Mets fans, LOL. Yeah, no, LOL. Yeah. You know what we're talking about? When we wave to the fans.
No, I do not actually.
Yeah, he
should.
The last out and then waved to the fans in left field.
Oh,
and then, struck out looking, and the ump, he yelled at the ump, got its ass ejected, and all the fans just started waving. It was hilarious. All right. Number 2. Hang on, where did I go? All right, number 3 for me is Michael Brantley. I made that obvious.
Yeah.
Number 2 for you is
Marcelo Zuna.
okay. That's my number 2 as well.
Woohoo! All right,
And it's number 1 for you, Kristen Yelts.
It is.
All right, so we'll talk.
Brian Reynolds.
Brian
Can
Reynolds. He had a good 2018, but 2019.
Okay, wait. Are we gonna go into detail about them or
Yeah, Ozuna. Yeah, talk to me about.
Okay,
Ozuna.
cool. All right, cool. This is the one that I had to just like spew just like 5-6 different stats that if you do not know the acronyms I will not blame you because this was insane. He was in the 97th or better percentile in xWOBA, expected isolated power, expected batting average, expected slugging, expected on base, barrel percentage, and hard hit percentage, which is basically all of StatCast, main StatCast metrics. He was in the 97th percentile or better. So that means like he was the best left field hitter last year, other than Juan Soto, of course, who was Juan Soto. So yeah, he was definitely the best hitter overall, and the reason why Yelich beat him out is because you're tripping. For Ozuna, oh my god!
Keep going. Yeah, over Ozuna is crazy because.
Yeah, that the reason why Yelly has just been so good in the past. That's why he's number 1 for me. And
we're
still
talking Ozuna.
Yeah, I know. This is like what I'm tying into it though. Ozuna was behind him because he DH'd last year, and while Yelich does suck at defense, Ozuna tends to be even worse, and Yelly can run better than Ozuna can. So,
you know what I'm saying?
Huh? Oh, yep.
You know what I
mean? Yeah, I got you.
Pretty bad acting, but also Yelich has won an MVP and should have won his second one. If he didn't get hurt, he would have won it. So
thank you.
Yep. So moving on to good stats, like the real stuff. So last year, Marcelo Ozuna hit 338. He had a 431 on base percentage, 636 slugging, and a 1,067 OPS. You give him a 175 OPS plus. These are his actual results, not his stupid expected bullshit. So yeah, let's move on to number 1. Kristen Yelts, obviously, we talked about him before. Absolute stud. If Ozuna can catch the ball in the outfield without hurting himself, then he's 2. Fair.
Right.
But not like Brantley's an all-world defender either. I mean, he DH'd a lot last year too.
Yeah, because he's slow as shit.
I mean, yeah, you had Tucker, Reddick, and Springer out there most of the time. So yeah, because Jordan got hurt obviously. But yeah. So moving on to Yelich, didn't have a great year last year, no doubt about it. Fluke year. It seemed like the interesting thing was it seemed like a lot of teams, if one guy didn't hit, the whole team didn't hit.
Oh my god, yeah.
The Brewers were one of them. The Reds were one of them. Who else? The Rockies. Outside of Story. Like a lot of the star players who didn't play well, their whole team didn't play well. The Indians, outside of J-Ram, almost won MVP. Maybe should have won MVP.
Foolish Baseball thought what's it called? J-Ram should have won.
TJ LeMahieu was snubbed of the MVP last year.
Yeah, him too. All right.
Yeah,
so
watch the Foolish 50. He will spit. Yeah, he spits the great facts about how Jose Abreu is not the MVP and is only the 41st best player.
That's low in my opinion, but yeah. So any last thoughts about Kristen Yelich?
He still just his one problem this year was definitely the huge jump in strikeouts, wherever that came from. He still walked in an incredible clip, and he still hit the ball super hard. Interesting tidbit, he actually had reverse splits and had an OPS over 1,000 against lefties last year, which I just thought was crazy. Yeah. So it's still there.
Yeah, it's a good because you always, whenever a bullpen, Yelich is the guy there. It's like you need to get him out. You bring your lefty in for him. So I mean, also Yelich might have the best swing in baseball. It's so nice.
I'm not too big a fan of it. I mean,
really? We should do that's what we do. We should do top 10 favorite swings.
Yo, that'd be sick. I'd love that.
By the way, mine is none mechanics and that bullshit. It's just what looks cool.
Yeah, obviously.
You can get a little more technical with yours, but we should pull up the film. Yeah. Hayden, this just simply isn't true. He started to break out. He was a beast with the Marlins before he got traded to St. Louis. He was phenomenal, and he could actually field back then. Yeah, his OPS pluses, because I always dog on advanced stats, but I actually really like OPS. It's not really an advanced stat, but I mean it's just it's a good way. Yeah, I mean like 90, 114, 90, so 110, and then 149, 106, and then 149 2017, right before he got traded.
Oh wow!
So he was a great player beforehand. So I mean, he didn't really break out last year. He kind of bounced back in a way.
Yeah,
Baez is the best. I like Baez's swing, but I mean,
I think
I like
it's
it.
up there. It's up there. I love it.
Big wind up. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So here, I'm gonna take a quick piss break before we go to center field. So here, I gotta give you the login information so you could do the comments too, because we could both do the comments.
Yeah.
Actually, not that much power because you're probably
Jesus.
Taylor Rogers has the best X in baseball. Here, check out the comment.
He actually had the most vertical movement on four-seam fat.
It is the best. All right, I'll be right.
As I was trying to say, Tyler Rogers actually had the highest average vertical movement on four-seam fastballs, which makes sense because he is a submariner. So, the ball actually dropped 52.5 inches on average. I made an Instagram post about it about 2 months ago. You guys should go like it. Big.apple.baseball.banter. Got to plug the merch, baby. The gram. So here we are waiting for Elias to fucking piss like a pig. I really need some water, but I'm gonna wait till he gets back so then we can have at least one person here at a time, because my throat is really dry from yelling about Ozuna. Ooh, let's see. Nope, never mind. No new comments. That was just his Taylor Rogers. He didn't even get it right. It was Tyler Rogers, not Taylor. Like Taylor Rogers.
I wrote Tyler Rogers. Oh, I put Taylor. I meant to write Tyler. Taylor's a good one. Oh yeah, go grab your water. I can hear you.
But
yeah. All right, I'm awful at this whole podcast by yourself. So if you guys want to send a comment and help me out, but all right. So top 10 center fielders coming up. Center field is definitely a position that defense is very important. So there's a certain player who plays for this team that is a bit lower than a lot of Mets fans think he is. Personally, I think he's a great player, but I mean, you might be kind of mad at his placement, just because defense is really important, man. But he's not elite as much as Mets fans want to say. They post dictionary definitions with Britton, which I just spoiled it. But I mean, elite hitter or close to elite hitter for his position at least, but not an elite center fielder. So, and Ben is back. All right.
Guten Tag.
Let's get to top 10. How was your water?
It is lukewarm.
That sucks.
Yes.
Where'd you get water? That didn't take long at all.
There's a bathroom right outside my room.
Word. There's a bathroom right outside my room. That's why it didn't take too long. Because I long ass piss. But moving on. So coming in at number 10. You went first last time. I'm going first this time. Coming in at number 10, we got Aaron Hicks of the New York Yankees. Obviously hit a big home run off my Mets last year. That made me want to kill myself. And then I shouldn't say that because now we're going to get canceled. But so last year,
okay. I'm depressed.
Not really the fielder he used to be. He made that crazy play against the Twins. I'm pretty sure he had -3 outs above average last year.
Yeah,
not the
like
creator.
That.
I said creator because there's a comment we'll get to in a sec. Aaron Hicks, but still a good hitter, switch hitter, the only non-right-handed hitter in the Yankees lineup. Yikes! Good God, nice roster construction there.
Brian Cashman. Yeah, Cash. Daddy Cash.
But yeah,
You're
Aaron Hicks,
obviously
player, got
forgetting
Tommy
about.
John recently. But I mean, he's still a good player, especially on that Yankees team. He's a good fit. Getting up there in age, obviously, probably need to find his replacement. But you got Jason Dominguez. So yeah, here before we got number 10, we got a couple comments here. What YouTube? Actually, here let's go to this. Ben, do you know German?
I'm taking German because our school requires us to take a language. So
Not me. I got out of it by doing music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty good at German.
Oh, that's German.
Yeah, guten Tag.
It does sound German, yeah. All right, what YouTubers do you guys watch? Actually, I was thinking about imagine what if me and Ben got this comment? What do we watch? I watch so much YouTube. It's bad, but I'll break it down into genres and who I watch for each guy. So,
All right.
Big Apple Baseball Banter, favorite YouTuber.
Oh, Sam, no, he's so good.
Yeah, they're trash. But here, so my favorite type of YouTube, it's like sports content. So I watch a shit ton of baseball and football. So, Draft Deck Mark, I know he sucks. Bias Mets, but Draft Deck Mark's awesome, man. Fuzzy, I like a lot. On the football side, Strong Opinion Sports, that franchise guy, he's fucking awesome. And I watched a lot of independent Jets YouTubers who kind of do the same thing with us, but who do call-in shows. So Let's Talk Jets Radio, Matt O'Leary, NY, Long Beach Joe Jets, Jets Talk 24/7, channels like that. You guys probably haven't heard of them. They're small Jets channels. So, and then I like all sorts of stuff. I really like the Nelk Boys. I know it's cringy, but their videos are hilarious. They're so funny, man. I know they're like a fratty ass, full send, but no, their videos are hilarious. Who else do I like? I like that's kind of the main stuff I like. I like the EDP 445.
Yeah.
What else do I watch, man? I really like Movie Flame. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so I like that. And then I like some like more music YouTubers too, obviously. So like Jared Dines, guys. I'm not gonna mention those because you guys obviously don't know. Ben, how about YouTubers for you?
All right, so I'm just pulling up my subscription list right here. So when it comes to baseball, Foolish Baseball and Foolish Bailey are definitely my two favorites.
And John Boy, I forgot about them. Foolish Baseball and John Boy John Boy Media, John Boy, or Talking Baseball. I'm just subscribing for Talking Yanks so I can listen to the intro song. It's so good.
Oh, you love it, man. You love it.
Yeah, so good.
So then more baseball content. Let's see. Jolly Olive. I really liked how he started. And he's kind of like, I don't know. I haven't necessarily liked his more recent videos for whatever reason, but when he first came out, I was in love with him. Baseball Doesn't Exist. King of JUCO, Eric Sim. Love Eric Sim.
Oh, he's great.
Yup.
I love his video. His video talking about like his experience like in pro ball. He was so negative that it was so funny.
Yeah, and he's like drinking his beer the whole time, just like pissing on everybody.
Oh, Let's Talk with Hayden. That's our guy, man. Great YouTuber.
Oh, love Let's Talk with Hayden. Another thing, Sad Man Baseball, very underrated.
What I did the chair slide.
Oh, dang, I missed it. No.
Stark Raving Sports. Maybe
Stark
the
Raving
best
Sports.
video on YouTube. I was just watching the What Happened to Prince Fielder. Dude, that's a freaking genius video. The way they do the freaking, you can jump around. That's how Dan loves it. They like you can jump, stuff like that. So yeah. And any last channels?
Oh yeah, of course. Baseball Doesn't Exist. That's another good one. Then for wait, where'd it go? I just had it up here. Where did it go? MLW Wiffle Ball is the greatest channel to ever like do anything. It is so cool. You definitely need to watch it. They've been doing it for years. Big league. So that's baseball. I usually just watch random shit that comes in my recommended. Usually it's music related because I'm a fucking music nerd, collect vinyl and shit.
You do?
I do. I started like 2 weeks ago.
We gotta start Big Apple or Vinyl Banter. It's fucking so cool.
Yeah, I love it. So then I also watch MLB The Show videos. Whoa.
Yeah, I spun it the other day. Here we got after this we got to FaceTime or something. Share collect.
Yeah, of course. I just got Danny Brown
Favorite band?
Atrocity Exhibition. It came in the mail today, and I'm so happy.
Favorite band?
Favorite band? Well, that's a tough question. If I had to go favorite band based on an entire discography, I'd go Arcade Fire. But my favorite album is by the Counting Crows.
Okay.
Yeah. One of
Pack,
those boys.
Yeah, he's a good channel too. He's always talking shit about the Mets, but he's a Brewers fan, so he has no room to talk.
Exactly.
But yeah. No, I like Brewpack. His intro is great too. It's like, what's going on? You guys having a beautiful day. Like the way he talks, it's like a million words in a second. It's great. But yeah, Brewpack's a good channel. We gotta start Let's Talk Vinyl or some podcast.
Yeah.
Like, music. Yeah.
Let's talk music. There we go. There's one
like
more
Billy
YouTuber.
Joel? I like Billy Joel.
Oh yeah, of course. Everyone likes Billy Joel. How could you not?
Mhm.
One more YouTuber that I do want to talk about, and I can't remember the name of the channel, and I can't find him in my subscriber list. So that's kind of a problem. Oh, Robbie Rollins. That's who it is.
What kind of videos?
Robbie Rollins.
Oh,
he's
nice.
He's a professional pitcher in independent ball right now. And so he had Tommy John, so he's recovering, and he's already thrown 95, 96, trying to get hired.
Yeah.
Basically like an Eric Sim story, except Eric Sim is they're both throwing super hard right now, and they're both looking for teams to pick them up. So I just really like his mechanical analysis of things, and he's fun. That's my YouTube page.
Right, let's get back to, you guys got any other questions to distract us? Send them in. Jack in the Box. Thanks for those comments, man.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Let's get back to the list. So, coming in at number, wait, did you say you're number 10? No, you didn't.
I think so, right?
Who'd you say?
I said Ramon Moriano.
No, you haven't said him yet. Ramon Moriano coming in at number 10.
Craziest arm in the game. He's made 2, 3 insane throws, robs home runs on the daily, basically. He sucked in 2020. I will give him that. But he also
he missed some time
So his suspension was definitely we loved his suspension.
Oh, it's great, yeah. Him and with Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly. Taking one for the team. That's why he just barely beat out Aaron Hicks, actually. Because I was in between the two, and then I was like, wait a minute. Aaron Hicks hasn't contributed.
Really, it was between Aaron Hicks and Starling Marte for the list. You're not the biggest Marte guy. I'm guessing he didn't make your list.
No, he was 11, 12 for me as well. He was an honorable mention.
He's up there, yeah. Centerfield used to be really bad, but it's gotten a lot better now.
Yeah.
All right, coming at number 9, he didn't really play much last year. I got Lorenzo Kane. Maybe one of the best clubs I've ever seen in my lifetime. And he had, I think, one season he had 16 outs above average. I just looked at Baseball Savant earlier.
Good Lord.
Yeah. His no thing, or not today. That he does. Was really bad in 2019 at the plate, but he's been such a good player in the past. Obviously, a Royal beat my Mets, which sucks, but I love Kane. He brings so much energy and fun to the game.
Yeah, he's fun.
At his age too, he's still an elite defender. Won his first Gold Glove last year, which it's crazy he hadn't won one the year before with a fucking 16 outs above.
Yeah, that was thank God he got one.
I think we're a thing because Statcast it's not new, but I mean it's gotten very it's gotten more popular more recent years. But yeah, Lorenzo Kane coming number 9. Who's your number 9?
My number 9 is the runner-up for the AL Rookie of the Year, Luis Robert or Robert. I'm still not sure which one, and I'm pretty sure it's Robert. Robert, yeah.
Robert or Robert? I gotta look up an interview or something. Him talking.
Yeah. He had a stellar first half of 2020, and then kind of fell off. I mean, OPS, I believe, around 710, 720. Hit a lot of home runs, which is really nice. And that glove. Oh, my Lord. I really wish Ken...
Big dude, too. He's a big boy with who can move, man.
Yeah. I really wish Hawk Harrelson, the previous announcer for the White Sox, could see him play because, here I really just want to hear a Hawk call on a diving play, because I like the White Sox. caster, but I mean, Hawk was something else. And I do think that Luis Robert is going to jump up the list in the future because the hitting's going to come around. He's going to be able to stay above average for the entire season, coped with that amazing speed and defense. Who do you got for number 8 or 9?
Very close, but didn't quite make the list for me. But that just shows you center field's really improved.
It's deep.
Speaking of AL Rookie of the Year, number 8, I have Kyle Lewis of the Seattle Mariners.
Wow.
What, is he too low? I was thinking about if he's too low. I think just because he's a rookie.
Yeah, I know. He's someone who's hard to rank. I put him higher, but like he's hard to rank, so I'm not surprised.
And I like a lot of the guys above him too. So Kyle Lewis, phenomenal year last year, won the Rookie of the Year. Thankfully, I thought they were going to kind of give it the bias to Robert just because he was such a good prospect.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Lewis, Lewis didn't cool down like Robert did. So Robert, Lewis, great glove too. Great at the plate. Him, Kelnick, Trammell, Rodriguez. When their service time is manipulated, finally, they're gonna be a great group of young players, man. Bright future there in Seattle, and he's a big part of it. So yeah, number 8. Number 8 for you is
Trent Grisham, Mr. Blow the Game. And just speaking of blowing games, my Yankees just blew. Yeah, I know, right? But speaking of blowing games, my Yankees just blew a 5-run lead to the Pirates. And now it's the top of the 6th, and the game is tied.
What, is David Garcia in the game or something?
Are you kidding me? No, he spun 3 innings of scoreless ball with 5 Ks yesterday. So
how about Michael King? Is he in there? Our
probably.
Boy?
Yeah. Oh my God, he's not pitching too well right now.
Yeah, was Justin Wilson in there? He's like, I'm gonna be the Mets. I'm gonna help the Mets and sabotage the Yankees.
Well, I mean, he was good for the Yankees before he went to the Mets.
Yeah,
so,
he was.
Yeah, he. I don't know. Maybe he developed the bias. He pitched in Queens and realized it was so much better. Who knows?
Yep.
Who knows? So yeah, Trent Grisham's my number 7 or number 8. Number 8. He was just outstanding in every facet of the game last year. Defense, offense, walked a ton. And he pimped a couple homers against the Dodgers. Like, got the benches all riled.
Dave Roberts made me hate him because freaking he's like, oh, you can't. Clayton's so accomplished, you can't pimp home runs. John was like, all right, so you can hit you can celebrate home runs off of shitty pitchers, but when they're good, you have to stay silent. Comment coming in. Hayden says, I think for center fielder, the top 3 are set in stone: Trout, Belly, and Springer, and then 4 can be flexible. We'll see if we agree that very shortly.
Wait.
Or any last things?
I did not agree with his statement whatsoever because I do not give out any spoilers whatsoever. We will see if. Yeah, you said we'll see, and I said.
Well, I mean, the Trout guy's probably not. The Trout guy didn't make the list for me. That dude's a bum. So
yeah, I know, right? He's just like a worse Tim Salmon, man.
Pretty much. All right, number 7 for me. I got Ramon Moriano. Not a great year last year, but best arm I've ever seen. Like him and Josh Allen have like the 2 best arms in the world. Sport. I mean, it's harder to throw a football farther than a baseball, obviously, but his arm is ridiculous. I mean, didn't have a great year last year, but I mean, I bumped him up a couple spots because of his boxing skills. So yeah, number 7. Your number 7.
My number 7 is Big Daddy Buxton. Fucking love this man. Fastest man, greatest defender in the world because I mean he's so fast. He didn't really walk.
You're gonna hate where I put him, but good. We'll see.
Oh no, if you put him high, I'm super fine with you putting him high up there. I mean, like I have
a hot take coming up,
so let's go. If it's a hot take in Byron, I'm so happy. Who's your number 6? We're on 7, 6.
Number 6.
All right, 6.
Mets fans want to kill me. Brandon Nemo. Now I know, great hitter. Great hitter. He's not elite. That's fans. He's not elite. His glove is fucking terrible. It's so bad. He's lost out there. He's not a center fielder. He's a left fielder. If he was in left field, he'd probably be number 3, probably somewhere like there.
Yeah.
Maybe Ozuna, just because the glove with Ozuna is just that bad. But he's not a center fielder. He's not. It's not his fault that he's that bad because the Mets just haven't been able to construct a roster that has a center fielder. But I mean, I'm kind of glad we didn't sign one because I want him and Spat in the lineup. I'll take the compromised defense. Lindor can just run out there. He can every time I ball to the outfield. I got it. So do that thing like you did in the Trop. But yeah, I love Brandon Nemo. Obviously, Smile. Now he's not the number 1 Smile in New York. Now that goes to Mr. Smile Lindor. But
Mr. Smile, yeah.
So bad, but I mean, maybe the best eye in baseball. Walks so much, and hits for decent power too. Great hustle player. Sprints to first base every time he gets hit by a pitch or walks. You'd love to see that. Yeah, number 6, Brandon Nemo. Who is number 6 for you?
That's crazy. My number 6. It says here that I put Brandon Nemo as well. I'm just gonna seizure every time you play that music. Till the end of time. We're gonna get sued. All right. He didn't hit the ball too hard. Whatever. He walked so much. We love our big walk boys. Brandon Nemo is one of it. He's basically the opposite of Byron Buxton. Now that I think about it,
because he got lucky. Because he didn't hit the ball hard. He got lucky that the pitchers threw the ball where they threw it, Ben. So he's bad.
Well, I'm not saying he didn't have a good batting average. He's never had a good batting average. He's always been in on.
He doesn't swing.
Exactly.
I'm just showing you. I'm just showing you.
I know. I'm just trying.
Hard if you don't swing the bat, anyways. So.
Yeah, I know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have put Hicks on here if I put Nemo this high. So that's a little inconsistency on my part. My bad, people. Yeah, he was in the 90th percentile in walk rate. His defense is atrocious, and he is pretty fast too. So yeah, that's my number.
He runs hard. He's not he's not an elite athlete. He just runs so hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can tell he's putting it all in there. Just like he's not.
We love that.
I like
love that though.
I don't think he's an elite. That's why I don't think he'll ever be a good center fielder because a lot of guys show well, Clint Frazier improved some. I mean, like you show traits to be a good fielder. Nimo doesn't really. He's not an elite athlete. He doesn't have the range, but it's mainly reads on balls, and his arm isn't very good either. That's why he's perfect left fielder because you don't have to have as good of an arm. You know, his arm plays well in left field, but not really in center field. So number 5, I'm super high on this guy, Trent Grisham. Really like me some Trent Grisham. Won a Gold Glove last year after getting traded for a team for making an error. And he had a breakout year, and I think he's going to keep it up. I pull up the stats, but I'm lazy, and Ben already covered it all. So yeah, number 5, Trent Grisham. Number 5 for you is
Doogie Dog boy, Alex Verdugo.
Oh, he's a center fielder.
He is a center fielder.
Put him on here.
Oh, you're all good.
He would have been like number 6. I would have put him actually. He'd be number 7. Aaron Hicks. Bye. I'd put him number 7. Everyone moves down.
All right, nice. Don't worry, I've missed out on like so many people in the past. Like you're all good. Don't worry. There's been like
AJ Pollock.
Yeah, exactly. He might have like the best jumps in the game in terms of like reads off the bat. He doesn't necessarily like what's it called?
That's important in center field though. Instincts.
Yeah.
Like when you center field when you got to cover that much ground, that second that's important.
Yeah, he's better at that than Byron Buxton is. However, he doesn't have as many outs above average as Byron because he just can't get to as many balls because he's not as fast. It makes sense. He kind of got pretty lucky. He did bat 300 in 2020, so I know you love him. I don't. I mean, he didn't really hit the ball hard or consistently. So I do think we're going to.
His xPB&J was pretty bad.
His xPB&J was pretty bad. He was only eating like 2 peanut butter jellies a season.
Yeah,
something
he's more
like
of a tuna
that.
sandwich tuna guy.
Oh, ew.
Well, you don't like tuna
Tuna?
sandwiches?
No.
I like tuna. I like tuna.
Is this some like New York thing I'm too Rochesterian to understand?
Well, no, I don't like PB&J because I don't like jelly. I don't like the jelly.
Oh, I understand
and I
that. Yeah,
don't
sure.
like it mixing. I when I was in summer camp as a kid, I was a plain peanut butter guy. But then when I
Same,
discovered,
yo.
I discovered tuna. I liked it, and I also like egg salad's pretty good too. But
Oh yeah, egg salad's pretty good.
yeah,
Eggs just alone are goated though, because they're too cold. You know, they're so much better when they're warm.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Big Apple
Now we have
Baseball
zero
Banter.
viewers. Yeah, now we have 0 view. The food banter, yeah. Yeah, we gotta start food banter, music banter. And I'll start
Everything
football
banter.
banter. Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
banter.
we'll start a company called you know John Boy. They have like a million spin-off shows. Like
Yeah.
they like John Boy. They have John Boy and Jake Radio. We gotta do Elias and Ben where we can just talk about anything. So we
For
don't get
real,
so
for
fucking
real.
distracted. Yeah, but we'll do it on this channel because there's no way I'm starting up another channel because like
And
you have
like
to,
a
you know,
whole thing, yeah.
yeah. We should just change the channel into Banter Media, and now this is Big Apple Baseball Banter. We should get other people to post up. We're fucking brainstorming a freaking successful ass business, dude.
Yo, let's do it. Bet.
Banter Media. We just get 2 dudes in a room on a live stream, just banter about something, and go crazy.
Bam.
So,
Yeah.
first episode
Make
of
that cash.
Elias and Banter is gonna be out tomorrow. Yeah, make that cash,
EBV.
that paper. All right, so where were we? Talking about sandwiches.
Number
yeah, but
4.
the tuna.
Oh,
number 4. Okay, hot take. Number 4 is Byron Buxton. This dude's a future MVP.
Whoa.
This dude has got traits for days. Fastest player, one of the fastest players in baseball, one of the best defenders in baseball, won like Platinum Glove, Wilson Defensive Player of the Year 1 year, and hit for mega power last year.
Ooh.
Now doesn't know how to walk. He had like a 271. He's like Ahmed Rosario. Doesn't walk at all. But when you have the slugging percentage he had last year, and that makes up for it. Here, let me I gotta pull up his baseball reference.
It was
The
like a
fact
270 to a 290, or was it 250 to a
The
270?
fact that you have a 267 on base percentage, but still have an 844 OPS means that you be hitting for some pop and for some extra bases. 13 home runs and a 124 OPS plus.
With a
Good stuff
267.
there.
That's incredible.
And here's the thing about Buxton too. He has trouble staying on the field. If he can stay healthy, and thing with guys who have these kind of traits, if he keeps getting better and better, if he hits that ceiling, I'm just saying, I don't know if he's gonna be an MVP, but the ceiling he has one of the highest ceilings in baseball. Freaking
for
love me
sure.
some Byron. That's why he was such a hyped up draft prospect. Was the second overall pick in 2012. And kind of finally starting to hit that potential. The funny thing is, though, he didn't really steal bases last year. He only stole 2. But, I mean, he's stolen so many in his career. So you mix that stolen bases with that elite slugging percentage. Like, you basically get extra slugging percentage with...
Yeah, that's basically a 40-40 caliber season. Singles turn into doubles, which basically means you raise your slugging percentage. Like, I get what you mean.
All right, number 4 for you. Who is it?
I'm going with another hot take. I think we actually flipped these two. I'm going with Kyle Lewis, reigning AL Rookie of the Year. I think we actually did, because didn't you put Kyle Lewis 8, and I put what's his name, Buxton 8, and then that's
but
cool.
I gotta redo my list a bit with Verdugo, so I'm gonna put Kane 10, Laureano 8, Laureano 9. Lewis 8, Verdugo 7.
All right. That sounds good. That sounds nice. I love Kyle Lewis. He very fun player. I mean, he's a Mariner, so I love him even more. They're my number 2 favorite team, as they should be with every baseball fan, because I mean, they're just so easy to root for.
I just hate that because of Kelnick.
Oh, well, I mean, that's understandable. But like all other teams, he walks so much. He gets so many outs above average in the field, barrels the ball at a very high rate. He is more of a pull hitter. He didn't really go oppo too many times last year, which I mean, that might change in the future. Not really sure. Kind of hope it does. Wanted to see him, try to hit more for average because I think him trying to swing for the fences every time kind of brought down his slugging. Where he still reached base 36.4% of the time, which is very nice, and he stole 5 bases. So a very solid, very deserving Rookie of the Year campaign from Kyle Lewis. He is my number 4, and I fucking love your Byron Buxton number 4 placement, and I probably would have put him higher now that I look back at it.
Yep. All right, number 3. These are like the elite guys. Well, I mean,
yeah,
there's 2 elite guys, and then there's GOAT tier for number 1. Like you'd add an extra tier. You'd add GOAT tier. Exactly.
GOAT tier.
So number 3, I got George Springer of the Toronto Blue Jays. Fortunately, not New York Met, but I mean now we're gonna be able to extend our own guys, which is always great. You gotta look positive. Phenomenal player, one of the best leadoff hitters, if not the best leadoff hitter in baseball. Declined. He's still a good fielder. He's gonna eventually move to a corner where he's gonna be a great corner outfielder. They kind of did that in the past couple years when they had Marisnik. They would move Springer out into right field for the last. Made a lot of sense too. But yeah, unbelievable hitter. Hits for power for a leadoff guy. He's also freaking money in the playoffs, which is great. That's always good to have. But yeah, George Springer 3. I'm guessing you have him at 3.
Yeah, I do as well. 974 OPS in 2019 and an 899 in 2020. So, I mean, this man can pick it and grin across a couple years. I mean, he obviously, the 2020 wasn't a fluke. He was hitting the ball hard and shit. So we all know that the cheating scandal wasn't necessarily like, his saving grace or anything. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, that you really covered him well. Nothing much else to say. Hit 39 bombs in last year, so in 2019, I mean. Who do you got at number 2?
Right,
because
so
I think
number
it's
2.
Not really sure.
Number 2, I got Cody Ballinger. Pretty obvious. Made the switch to center field last year and was phenomenal there. Almost won him another Gold Glove. What? Oh, you're just trying to accept.
Just acting
just trying
a
to
bit
accentuate
surprised.
the point, or you got to say?
Nah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Why? How is it surprised that he's number 2?
Yeah, I know. I'm being sarcastic, but it wasn't that funny.
Oh yeah. I know he didn't have the greatest offensive year last year. Who cares? The dude won MVP, even though I don't think it's the most deserving MVP. He still had a phenomenal year. I mean, he's still in that conversation for a reason, obviously. So yeah, Cody Ballinger is such a good player. Won himself a ring. Got hurt high-fiving, or I mean, not high-fiving, that thing. So freaking legend, freaking best stoner in sports.
That's facts.
Always looks high. It's great. So yeah, love me some Cody Ballinger. Ben, what do you got to say about Cody Ballinger? Because we both know he's number 1. I know he's your number 2. What do you got to say about him?
I mean, MVP caliber player, and yet he is a definite 2 and is never going to overtake number 1. That's just something crazy to think about. He was very good. He was actually the greatest defensive center fielder in the league last year, which a per outs above average, which I think is
first baseman too. He used to be
he's a first baseman
now
too.
He's an elite center fielder.
That does not happen every day.
Yeah, we got something for Dom Smith should be an elite center fielder, man. Belly can do it. Smith can do it.
Exactly. So now we get to talk about
thoughts.
We get to talk about Mr. Eye Candy.
Hold up, I'm introducing him. This is my turn.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe the greatest player of all time. He will dethrone Barry Bonds. Don't at me. When his career's over, he would be dethroning Ted Williams, Babe Ruth, if you have him up there, Barry Bonds, guys like that. The greatest player of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, Juan Lagares. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Hamilton. I'm just kidding. It's gotta be Keon Broxton. No, I'm just kidding. It's Mike Trout, obviously. The dude from Millville, New Jersey. Freaking GOAT. Mike Trout's so fucking good. It seems a little too obvious, except for Joel Sherman. He's a fucking idiot.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, he's not the greatest defender. I'm like, yeah, who cares? He hits, and he's also maybe the most consistent player in sports. I mean,
That's
last year
facts.
was a down year for him, and I mean, I think he might be the best player in, like, relative to their league, in like the most dominant player. I don't think there's anyone necessarily close to him. I know Betts is great, but I mean, in the NFL, you got, Mahomes is obviously number one, but Aaron Rodgers, he's up there. Aaron Donald's up there.
Yeah, it's a
I'm not gonna.
conversation. It's an actual conversation.
I mean, with Aaron Donald too, it's different position, different a lot of different positional value, but there's been an argument there. And especially a team sport that relies on the teammates around you. But back to baseball, Mike Trout is just so obviously the best player in baseball. I don't think it's close. As great as Mookie Betts is, as great as some of these other players are, it's not really necessarily close. And the dude is just freaking unbelievable. And the Angels need to get him some help or trade him. But I want him to stay with the Angels because that would be awesome.
Yes.
I like guys spend their career on one team. So
yeah, no, it's easier to root for. More like legendary status in the future.
And also, I don't want him going to the Phillies because that's before he signed the extension. That was the fear because he's from South New Jersey, big Eagles fan. Big fan of the Birds. Philly. I saw a meme today. Here, wait, can I read you? I just got one more football thing to mention you. All right.
You're good.
Let me pull this up. This is how bad the Eagles are right now. All right, so Dallas Cowboys just signed a Dak Prescott long term. So the Cowboys will be playing Dak Prescott $22 million to play for them in 2021. The Eagles will be playing $34 million for Carson Wentz to play somewhere else.
Oh,
because that's how the dead cap system works in baseball. I mean football. So yeah, but yeah, Mike Trout is just we're so fortunate we get to watch this guy, and I need him to make the playoffs so other people can watch him.
He needs his ring.
Like us. Yep. And he's so I don't know if it's a good thing how quiet he is, but I mean he shows that you don't need to be a cocky asshole to be amazing.
Yeah.
To be a superstar. He's not the biggest superstar.
Hey, Elias.
What?
You know who's also not cocky and an absolute superstar?
Who?
DJ
LeMahieu. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
DJ LeMahieu was snubbed of the MVP last year. DJ LeMahieu is quite possibly the greatest player in baseball history.
We talking about Mike Trout, but the real best player of all time is DJ. I mean, there's no competition. We all know. Sit down, you StatCast nerds. It's DJ time.
All right. That was our top 10 center fielders. I got one more thing. Ben, I didn't mention this to you. So we got a guy named Marcus Stroman, the baseball player, coming through for a press conference. You're gonna be reporting. I'm gonna go grab him, okay?
Okay, cool. Gotta get ready. I've never really talked to any big people.
What's good?
Hello, Marcus. I hear you are.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you. What do you think of New York?
Man, I love New York. My body feels great in New York. My mind feels great. I love New York. I feel that energy, man. I feel that energy. Height's not everything, man. Height doesn't measure heart. I tore my ACL back in Toronto and I went to college. I need that knowledge, man, but my body feels great. My mind, all that energy when I'm in New York, man, it's great.
So, I hear as a side occupation you have tried the art of rapping. How do you think that'll affect you while you pitch in Queens?
It's not going to affect me at all. You know, I go on their mound. McCann puts down a sign, fastball. I start thinking in my head, I'm gonna throw a fastball. Get that spin rate up. Forcing fastball. Get the batter out. I just wrap my head. I wrap my head, And my boy, what's his name? Mike Stud. Hell nah. That song. We're going on tour
So
after
good.
this up with. So I'm going on tour with him, man. But yeah. I don't think it's gonna affect me. Le'Veon Bell, he raps now and he's not very good at football anymore, but I'm different, man. When my mind's right, my body's right, I'm feeling good, man. So yeah.
One last question for you. How do you feel knowing that you will probably pitch against the Yankees, the New York Yankees, crosstown rivals this season? Do you think that'll impact your game at all?
There was some report, man, that they said I want to go to the Yankees. No, I'm a Met all day, orange and blue, baby. I mean, the Yankees. I don't feel that energy from that crowd, man. My body, my mind, it doesn't feel the same when I'm in that side of New York, man. The Mets, we're gonna prove that we're the best team in New York. We're winning the World Series this year. My stuff's nasty, man. So I'm winning the Cy Young this year, and man, my body feels so right. My mind, man. I've been meditating. I'm going back to Duke for another thing because I tore my ACL and I went back to college, man. And HDMH, we're putting out a new drop coming out. My life is just so great right now, man. Next offseason we hit free agency, get that big time payday. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, man, I'm gonna go at that mound. And first pitch I'm throwing, I'm screaming my ass. I'm gonna go, like I'm gonna get hyped up. So and I got this new game where I'm gonna try holding. Me, I try to mess up the hitter's timing. I'm gonna try to hold for 10 seconds. So watch this, my new pitch.
Let's see this. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, he's disappeared. Oh, there he is. Okay. And anything for you. Anything for you, Marcus. Oh, there's the glove. Let's see this. Testing out the new pitch. Making his 2021 debut. The hip hop. Set the wind. Up. His leg is still up. I think the camera might be frozen. Oh my goodness. He's just holding his leg up. It's still up. Wow. My goodness. Marcus Stroman, everyone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Stroman. Hope you guys enjoyed the press conference.
Oh, dude, Elias, you missed an insane press conference with Marcus Stroman.
Yeah, I know. He told me to fuck off. I was gonna go work on the new HTMH. Yeah, I was gonna go work on the new HTMH line. So I had to go put some orders in. So yeah. But yeah, we're hitting the studio after this, so I'm excited. But yeah, Marcus.
Nice.
Guy,
okay. Man. Okay, I see you.
So, anyways, guys, that was episode number 23. Big Apple Baseball Banter. We had quite a long one. We're at an hour 58. We're almost at 2 hour mark.
Holy shit!
We didn't get any news, but we had some fun. What did we do? We had great rankings, a big argument. We had Marcus Stroman on here. We had Rob Manfred on here, kinda. We had what was it? Floppy tips.
Floppy tips.
The fire. Thank you to all the callers. Thank you to all the guys in the chat. Thank you to our one guy watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please like our videos. It really helps push it out to other people. Please tell your friends about Big Apple Baseball Banter. We try to be as interactive as possible, have a fun viewing experience, which really compromises listening after Ben left. It really compromises how well you listen afterwards because obviously it's not as good when we're being distracted 24/7. But Ben's leaving me, man. Ben, get your ass back here so we can do the outro. If you can, because I don't have much else to say. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time once Ben comes back. I'll give it 1 second. Ben? All right. Ben? I'm going to text him right now. Ben, where you at, man? All right, Ben. It's taking a little while still. All right, I'll give it a few more seconds and then. Oh, Ben's here. His phone died. Well, next time you should fucking charge your phone, buddy. My phone died. Yeah, next time charge it, dumbass. But anyways, we will see you guys. Ben, I'm gonna rip you off. I'm gonna do my own outro this time, actually. All right.
3-2. Brasso sends one into left field. Gardner going back, and it is up.
See you guys next.